DraztykGaming. I just jumped on the stream. I've been playing a little bit, but I was watching McLean's Twitch. He's streaming right now, and I put in there his chat when a dev needs windows of opportunity. He's like, I don't know if you're being sarcastic or not, but the palettes spawn differently every time the map generates. I'm like, yeah, I know. I'm thinking to myself, yeah, I know that, but the thing is you're a fucking dev. You know where the palettes are going to be, or should be. I don't understand that. No, honestly, I only think he plays the game and is streaming it just to make the dev team look good, because he's now technically the only one that does play it knowingly. So Wrecker's Yard. At least it's not Blood Lodge. So we're gonna be over here. Yep. Closest to my ruin. No flashlight save, okay. I don't know how they're hearing my swooshing because they're fucking prayer beads. Huh. Seriously. Forget it, Ethan. Nothing, you know, just bumping up against my fucking shoulder when you walk by. I think I've seen her over here. have a halfway decent headset. What the hell? Her wig fell off. So, yeah, 5 and 6 with rank 11s. Get the fuck out of here, dude. Go play in your own fucking ranks. Trying to dodge the spirit players and the nurse players, and what happens? You run into a spirit and a nurse player. And what fucking killer ever actually uses a purple murky reagent? I did that just for added creep effect, phasing through the fog. I think prayer beads is bugged because they were moving like they could hear me with the swooshing. Sorry about earlier. My son has a habit of not asking me to move out of the way and just walking by me and bumping into me, so yeah. So yeah, there was a couple of times I did see that thing back there on that back gen. I will post. I'll post this up, or clip it and post it on the forums and let them know. Look, something needs to be done about this. This is really game breaking. I don't like it, but if I want to play, what am I supposed to do? You know? Not play until they fix it. That could be for fucking a long time. At least mid-chapter. Again, life happened, and I forget to mute my mic. One of the biggest things with my son and his autism is that he's watching stuff on TV or videos on YouTube, and an ad pops up, or if he's trying to put together a playlist of stuff that he likes to watch over and over again, which he does that a lot. He doesn't like the idea when he searches for something if the video he finds is deleted by user, and that sets him off, and that's what happened. And also, I think a lot of his moods, like I said, we're about to have a thunderstorm, and I'm thinking, with my son, it seems like whenever the weather changes, like seasonal, or if it's raining or stormy out, it's almost like there's a connection between his moods and the barometric pressure change. I'm gonna look that up. For anybody that might be interested in that aspect of my life with my son and his autism, just ask some questions. Just please be respectful. If I know an answer, or I can direct you to where maybe you can learn about it, I'm all for that. Education is the best weapon against ignorance, and if I can help educate somebody on the topic, maybe, you know, there's one less person that would be ignorant towards the next time they see a kid acting out and hitting himself or his parents and thinking, oh, he's just a bad kid, or those parents don't know how to raise a kid. So yeah, if you guys have any questions that I might have answers to. I don't know everything. I mean, my son, he'll be 16, and he's been diagnosed since he was 2, but I don't know everything about autism. You know, who does really, you know? But if anybody has any questions, just feel free to drop a comment, and like I said, be respectful. That's one thing I will not tolerate when it comes to disabilities or disabled people getting picked on and bullied, or bullying in general. But yeah, so I pretty much shit on those rank 5s and 8s with the Gen Grab Spirit. I'm hoping that they'll have a hot fix soon for this aura bug that's going on, because honestly, it's game breaking. I want to play the game, and I want to still stream some content, but it's kind of like wall hacks without having a perk, and as a killer, for when you're playing killer, and then as a survivor, it's really just you gotta position yourself so if you know the direction of where the killer is, position yourself on the opposite side of the generator of the side that the killer's on. That way, that's the only thing I've noticed that keeps you from being seen with that black silhouette. Also, I did post a video earlier on how to lessen the chances of being stream sniped if you're playing on PS4. Go and check that out. It's the video prior to this. It's my most recent one before the stream. It's something that I realized that I didn't even know. I've had a PlayStation for like 5 years, PS4 for 5 years, and I didn't even know that you could see who was currently playing in the game with you, and that is a design flaw, honestly. I mean, why would you need that unless you're using it to cheat? And so go check that out if you're wanting to get into streaming Dead by Daylight. It's very useful because there is an option in your quick menu where you can actually see all 4 of the survivors' names, and if you're a survivor, and the killer, all 5 people in the game on a list. And if you're a survivor, you can weed out the one that's not on the survivors in the lobby with you, and click the profile. And if that person is streaming, you can basically watch their stream on a mobile device after that and stream snipe. But go and watch the video that I put up before this. It explains how to get past that. And I'm sorry that I'm kind of not so articulate with my words on the mic. I'm kind of not confident yet on my commentary. I'm trying, my best. I know the key things is don't use filler words like or like a lot. It's just, or I guess is one too. So I'm trying to prevent that and be a little more articulate in my commentary when I'm not screaming, yelling at smurfing scrubs on Dead by Daylight who want to, like in the couple of games past that I had, a rank 4 with a rank 13 or 14. And there's another thing too, is if you are suspecting that a red rank is in a SWF with a low rank, you will notice that most people, I don't know if it's just because they keep their friends list private, but most people I've seen on this game who are doing that will have their friends list private. But what they don't have private is their followers, and I don't think you can have your followers private. I'm not sure. I gotta look into the settings. But if you feel that the red rank that's in your lobby, when you're like a rank 15 and there's rank 16s, 13s, and 14s right around there, and then there's that one rank 4, rank 2, you can go to their profile, block them, and then look at the followers of the other people in the lobby. You'll see that name pop up on the followers list, because with PlayStation, and I don't think a lot of these Dead by Daylight players know this, is on PlayStation, when you add somebody as a friend, it automatically follows that person. If they request you as a friend, it automatically puts them in your followers list. So you can tell, even if they have their friends on private on their profile, you can find out if the person is partying up with the high rank in your lobby. I know it's a lot to go and do, but see, what I'm doing is I'm compiling all screenshots of matches that I have with this, because with the PlayStation messages app, you can send your screenshots through to another account, and then you can save them either on the computer or on your mobile device, and then so that way it's not taking up your hard drive space. But I'm compiling some screenshots of this matchmaking, and it's not that the matchmaking is taking forever or broken. It legitly is people intentionally going in and going into a survive with friends, and their so-called friends are most likely people that they're meeting in Discords or Reddit, looking for group or PlayStation communities. Like I keep saying, you go into PlayStation 4 and then you go into the communities and look up, search Dead by Daylight, you will see a lot of communities that are looking to do just that. And me not being able to keep my mouth shut about it, I asked the guy, I go, you must really be bad at red ranks if you have to run with low ranks just to get a pip. If it's that important to you, get better at the game, or just don't play, or just play and let it happen. I mean, I was all the way back down to almost rank 14 because of the red ranks just bullying and fucking running, chomping right through the matches against me, because they're clearly better. But it's okay for them to do that and legitly be able to survive with friends with lower ranks at the detriment of my experience of the game. At the expense of my experience in the game. That's not fair, that's not right, and that should be bannable. But no, the devs are okay with them doing that. Like, we can't stop them from playing with friends. Like, I'm thinking, yeah, you could have. You didn't have to put survive with friends in the game. It wasn't intended by design. It was added by popular demand. And it was greed, money and greed, that caused them to put survive with friends in the game. Because they figured it would draw more people in playing together at the expense of the experience of the casual players going against these high ranks that are trying to get free pips, pretty much. Anyway, so we just 4K'd with Spirit, and I really do feel shitty about this bug that's going around, but I'm not going to stop playing the game. If they haven't announced that they're going to be banning people because of this bug, because it's really not an exploit, it's just something that happens in the game, and occasionally you'll catch a silhouette on a generator. I try to ignore it unless I know that the generator that they're on is damn near close to being done, and usually I'll just hit them and run them off. So I've been doing all right. I got a 4K race earlier today, a double windstorm race with play with your food. That was pretty fun. Unfortunately, when I went to hit the share button to save it to my capture gallery, I apparently was already recording with the double tap of the share button, so it did not catch the minutes of the game that I was trying to capture. So, I think, let's see. Who are we gonna play? Do I have? I don't think I have. I have Tier 1 live. That's. No, it's funny, during the double blood points, you get all the blood point offerings. And lately, I haven't seen a fucking offering since they stopped. So, Freddy rework out on PTB. I know that True's going to be doing it. I'm pretty sure that Hybrid's going to, Panda's going to be doing it. Monto most likely. All the big YouTubers. If I was a PC player, or if they had PTB on console, I would definitely be hooking you guys up with some insider knowledge. We got a Toxic Nia, a Bloody Jeff. So hooks are gonna be gone. Maybe. So I finally got Breakdown unlocked. So I'm gonna start working on my douchebag Jake build. Breakdown, Saboteur. I know Sabowing isn't really a thing anymore. Well, it has been. During the Bloodpoint event, it was. Oh, yay, we got a Mori. Oh, no, that wasn't the killer, was it? No, I don't think it was. We probably get a Vigo shroud or a shroud of separation or whatever it is for the survivors. The one that keeps keeps the survivor away from the killer. So yeah, so McLean, the dev, and apparently doesn't like when people point out the fact that he uses windows of opportunity. Being a dev, and his excuse was, you do know that the pallets change position every time the map loads, just about every time the map loads. I'm like, yeah, but you're a dev. You should know these positions. You should know the probability, the numbers involved, and you know where they could spawn, the likelihood of, depending on the layout of the map, like McMillan Estate, whether it's which one it is. All right, all right. Again, the fucking killer's ping says it's green and he's fucking lagging when he's in game. Yeah, cool, dude. You're a fucking toxic killer. You downed me. Woohoo. Good for you. Wow, what a tunneling piece of shit. Might need to put self-care. Alright. My late, wait, and quick and quiet just saved my ass. These fucking guys aren't getting any jumps on. They're afraid of Billy. Slugging now. Toxic camping the slug. Somebody's over there, right? Billy's most likely got fingers. I don't know how this guy's doing so well in this map. I think I played with Achilles before. Name looks familiar. Gonna come down to who gets the hatch, I think. This is why I think this Billy's probably higher, should be higher ranked than what they're putting him in as a killer.
Yeah.
Gave you borrowed time there, buddy. Use it wisely. Nope. Nice. Yes. Dude, lightweight, quick and quiet. Just need to dance with me now. Get rid of that fucking borrowed time. Well, lightweight, I could probably replace. Why do I keep coming here? I keep forgetting that we did that gen already. I'm gonna end up making this Billy quit. Can't find a gen that needs to be worked on. She's dead on hook. Why does it seem that the toolbox goes way slower? I know efficiency not as many skill checks, but I'd rather hit good skill checks. Rip. Oh, it's not her last. He's camping her. Oh, fuck. I'm really so pissed if he finds the hatch. He's upstairs, he's not even in. Fuck. What? What the hell was that? You're gonna earn this booty, bitch. Save that clip so I can go back to it, Dad. I'm all down for making fucking bugs go away in this one. And I hope everybody else is the same. It's thunder, buddy. It's raining. It's gonna start raining. That pisses me off to see that. See, when you're surviving, doing survival with friends with one person, you may not be going into the game as like, hey, I'm going to be a douchebag and fuck everything up for everybody, especially the killer. But you're still a douchebag because you're running around like it's a high rank game, and let's just say for explanation purposes, the person's a red rank, and he's running with a rank 18, gets put in like a rank 15 lobby. So he's running the game like it's a red rank game, and is still in a rank 15, rank 18 lobby with these rank 15 and to 18 fucking survivors that are scared as fuck to be anywhere near the killer, that don't want to die. Their only mentality is escape, escape, escape. You know, call me a fanboy or what you want or whatever. I like Sure talent. His content's good. He makes sense with the things he says, even though the people that don't understand his logic will sit there and bash him and hate him. But he said it best. You don't need to escape to Pip. There's a checklist of things that you can do to make sure that you at least get 1 Pip per game. And me, if I'm getting 1 Pip per game, I'm good. I'm sure there's progress. But when you got a red rank in your lobby, and the rest of you belong in the rank game that you're in, that red rank's gonna run around and be cocky, and eventually will get caught because your low ranks don't know how to help counter him dying. So once, and I see it all the time when I play against a red rank, I hook the red rank, you got all 3. If you feel that there's a higher rank in your game as a killer, go after them, down them, and you'll validate your assumptions when all 3 of the other survivors come rushing to his aid, because they don't want to lose the guy with the more experience in the lobby because they want to win. Do a couple of gens, get a unhook or 2, and you're good. Get in a bit of a chase. You know, I don't mind being chased around. Unless the killer's massively laggy or you can tell that he's just being a douchebag. Like that game, he was tunneling. Only for the fact that I'm pretty sure I evaded him a few times. I don't know. I mean, even at rank 13, he didn't seem too much of an intelligible person as a Billy. Not saying he's stupid, just wasn't a very good Billy. Which means my survivor teammates were worse. Billy on that map should not have been able to get such easy downs. Alright, let's see. Have I gotten Dance With Me with her yet? So I'll take off borrowed time and not worry about hook saving. Although that was a pretty clutch hook save game. I mean, just because you don't have borrowed time doesn't mean you need not to save when they're on the hook. That worked. That one worked out fairly well because of the fact that he hit her before I unhooked her, so the borrowed time didn't trigger and it didn't count as a hit on me. Only because I'm only using botany for the fact that I only have tier 1 self-care. I do have Urban too. Urban's a pretty good combo with that also. But I don't have quick and quiet, do I? Fuck. That's why I was working on this build. I will try it. I do like my Gene build. It needs a little tweaking, but I do think poise is a little OP because it triggers at any generator. Not just the one you're on. And honestly, I think that poise needs to be fixed so that it's when you're on the if you're on the generator when it's completed, that's when it kicks in. So another one of those perks, you can run around like an idiot and just wait until a gen gets done and then boom, crouch walk. No scratch marks, or just run with no scratch marks and you lose the kill it. Ninja finish. No Panda stream today. Oh, I think he's doing something actually. Dude, this fucking storm needs to fucking happen, and the wind needs to blow pretty good and cool shit down. See, this thing that sucks is I live an hour from the East Coast, and where I'm at, it's nowhere near as bad. Well, no, it's been up in the 90s, and I live in the north. But the humidity is fucking bad. We're an hour away from the beach. The actual ocean beach, not no lake beach, but it's just the humidity is freaking disgusting. One of the reasons why the moisture around here is just so bad, and that's one of the reasons why our winters are pretty rough.
Groovy.
Thank you.
ghost face. Or dog. Dude, is this guy really fucking hanging out in a locker there? He's gonna be DraztykGaming the house if it's a ghost face. Probably camping is ruined. Kill himself on hub. Good job. I'm gonna find this ruin. Is it down here? Oh, I'm gonna go on a limb and guess that it's back where he's camping, where he's hanging out at. No, I checked in here, but it's a hag. Seriously? What? Fucking scumbag. He just stood behind me on purpose. He's dropping pallets too. Oh! I'm out of here. Oh, she's camping her totem, so just push through the ruin. Oh, there we go. Nice. As far as I'm concerned, that fucker can went on down like that. See, this is another thing, have you noticed? If you're a survivor and ruin gets destroyed, you go quite, it usually happens with me for some reason, there's quite a long period before the next skill set. Odd job can fucking take him off the hook. Did it not get done down there? Why did he even come down here? Should have just fucking left him. I'm not gonna get saved. Oh, they put 2 hooks on this piece of shit map, but they won't put a hook in the fucking Batum preschool. In the boiler room when the basement's not downstairs. Hiding like a bitch. Hiding like a bitch. This guy sandbags me. Him behind me, so that way when he ran off, she'd go after me instead. I was hiding behind there just to get away from, to give him room to fucking move. But, you know what? Fuck that. Next time, shit like that always happens to me. I get out of the way so the fucking person can do their loop, and they sit there and just get the killer distracted by using me. Guys, I'm about done for now.